This past week, my family and I made the decision to remain in our home for Hurricane Irma. And in the days leading up to the storm's landfall, we were hit with infinite observations and opinions on the best course of action to take for the safety and security of my family. Our choice to stay was one both my wife and I felt best based on the information available at that time, as afterwards there was a mass exodus fleeing the state. But regardless of the decision, the experience and impact on that decision was one that has changed my life forever. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Nothing is permanent. When I sat around the dinner table that Thursday evening, I couldn't help but be overcome with a wave of anxiety, a very real concern for which I might need to confront. Could this be the last time I have dinner with my family around this table in this home? Though it may seem extreme now, when we consider the expectations and opinions of those experts on the nature and behavior of Hurricane Irma the closer we got to landfall, this was a possibility that needed to be factored in. I repeated those words in my head as we ate dinner. This table in this home. It's interesting how quickly my perspective has changed when I realized nothing is permanent. As I sat there in concern about all the stuff I had, couches, cars, plates, and utensils, this house I like to think I owned, or my business I had worked so hard to develop over the past 20 years, only to realize that within the next 24 to 48 hours, all of it could be swept away in the grips of Mother Nature. And in that moment, all I wanted to do was go back to the typical Monday morning routine. The Monday mornings that most people make jokes about the misery associated with it. My early gym routine, my morning coffee, the drive in my car on the way to the office with air conditioning on because the wind messes up my hair, or lunch with my colleagues whose relationships I value so very much. But I'm quick to remember, none of it is permanent. And because none of it is permanent, all of it is beautiful. I walk through my house and hear my wife trying to put our kids to sleep. I think about how grateful I am to have such a beautiful and loving wife, with children that are healthy enough to have their energy make our heads spin. I notice the couch that I was considering replacing because of a small wine stain, but now see it as another gift of life that not all of us are fortunate to have. I check in with my business partner to see how he and his family are doing, and I'm grateful to have such a close-knit relationship with him on a personal and professional level. When I came to the understanding that none of this is permanent, I immediately released my fears of tomorrow and revitalized with the knowledge that now is all we have. Irma thankfully did not unleash her full wrath on us here in South Florida, and as quickly as she came, so did she leave. But by no means did she leave me empty-handed. So I will say hi to the passerby, prospect a client I'd been nervous to try before, and take in the beauty of my surroundings while smiling all the while. Because say it with me, nothing is permanent in this world, not even our troubles. While grateful for what destruction Irma did not inflict on our communities here in South Florida, let us take a moment to think about those in the Caribbean islands whose communities were significantly impacted. I appreciate you joining me. Hopefully you can find a way to apply your shot into today. Until tomorrow, have a better day today than yesterday.